On this week's episode of the podcast, we chat about Power Wash Simulator 2 coming later this year and confirmation, finally, of an Xbox handheld. Plus, Joelle tries to stump Cat and Leah in a round of Nintendo trivia in honor of Mario Day. Put your thinking caps on and let's go!
Get ready for the Girls on Games podcast, your weekly dose of news, reviews, and everything video games. Always served with a good helping of hype and just a pinch of salt. And now, your host, Leah.
Hello and welcome to another Girls on Games podcast. My name is Leah and I'm the host of this show. This is episode number 486, and apologies. Both Kat and I were severely under the weather last week, and it wouldn't have been a fun show if we had done it, right, Kat?
Oh, God, no.
It would have been sad. Real sad. And you don't deserve sad or sick sounding. Who wants to listen to sick people? So, yeah, we're here now. So, yeah, thank you very much for bearing with us. And also today, because of my work schedule, we're recording this on the Sunday. So time is all screwed up for us when it comes to our habits. Like today, trying to make the run of show was a little chaos because I was like, how do we do this? I've only done it 486 times, but how do we do this? Joining me around this digital table today is Catherine. Catherine, how you feeling? You're all better now?
Much better. I'm still a bit like blowing my nose, but other than that, I am actually a fully functioning human.
Hey, Joelle, you didn't catch the itis, did you?
No, there's a lot of other things that are happening that I'm trying to avoid, but
true. True.
But no, the sickness, not yet. I did catch a bit of an eye infection, and I think it was just from my contact. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that time of the year between like the temperature finally warming up and people out and doing things. And I don't know about you guys, but like barometer always kicks my butt. Yeah. Then we had daylight savings time last week on top of that.
Yeah.
It's March break for those folks in Ontario. So like, yeah, it's just like the perfect storm of getting sick. And sometimes, you know, when you're sick in your home, video games are a comfort. But when you're feeling that miserable that you just need sleep, then it's not like you do much of anything at all. All right. I'm glad we're all feeling better, though. Let's get through some housekeeping. If you enjoy this show, you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Podbean. If you'd like to get some GOG merch, you can do that by going to designbyhumans.com/shop/girlsongames. Maybe you'd like to give us a tip, maybe buy us a coffee. You can do that by going to our Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/girlsongames. Catherine, outside of rest and relaxation, did you get to do anything this week, or was it pretty much just homebody, chill out, need to recover?
Oh, just full on homebody. Like, spend 24 hours in a pajama, shower at night, change into a clean pajama. I had to do that a couple of times. I was actually like feverish for 2 days. Like,
oh no,
I did the whole like 48 hours of fever and stuff. So I had to actually forget work from home. I took actual sick days.
Whoa,
wow,
that's hardcore.
I know. I took a sick day and I was like, I can't work today. I'm too sick. And my boss was like, what the? Okay. Like, she was like, wow, you must be really. I'm like, I'm feverish. And then woke up the next day. Hey, I'm still feverish. She was like, all right. And then Wednesday I rolled in. I was like, we have our thing like in how we do our sick days. You can also do, hey, I'm working from home because I'm still sick. Like special like things. I do that. I roll out to Wednesday morning to our weekly UI sync. I just start talking and they're like, yeah, and my boss just like, just from the sound of your voice, like, she's like, you're not coming into the office this week at all, are you? I'm like, no, I wasn't going to. She's like, cool, because I'm not letting you.
Well, that's it. You don't want to get everybody else sick. That's the thing.
No.
Yeah.
I stayed home, so we've got this will be past tense now when you guys all listen to it. Yeah. But Monday is the iHeartRadio Music Awards. They're in LA. I was sending a team, 2 folks, down to cover the event. And we are now broadcasting it on CTV. But like the beginning of the week when I started feeling sick, like Mike came home Saturday night and he's like, I feel like I have a scratchy throat. And then I'm like, I do too. And then Sunday, I was the one that was sick. Mike was fine. And I was like, thinking about it, I was like, Monday, I was like, okay, Monday's going to be a litmus because that's always our work from home day anyway. If I'm not feeling any better, then I'm not going into work on Tuesday because I don't want to get my colleagues sick who have to travel. And they're traveling like twice now. They have to do this and then the Junos out in Vancouver on the 30th. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go in. So like Monday, I was so miserable. I didn't even have my camera on. Like I was just like, sorry guys, I can't. So and then Tuesday I stayed home, looked and sounded a bit better, but then Wednesday lost my voice, but I went to work anyway because everybody else was in there sick anyway. Like I wasn't really passing anything around at that point. Like I was past the real bad sniffly coffee part. Like my voice would come and go, which I always find is the tail end of being sick, right? It's like I'm on the mend, my voice goes. So and then everybody was in on Tuesday and I wasn't. I'm running this meeting and poor Jess was like, there are so many sick people in here. Can I stay home tomorrow so I don't get sick for traveling? I'm like, hell yeah, you can stay home tomorrow. Like it's more important we get that work done than you get sick and you have to be in the office to do stuff. So that's what Jess did. But yeah, it was just a miserable week of lots of people being very under the weather. So
yeah, but then the week ended because it was terrible weather outside also. But like the week ended with Friday, it was like 10 degrees.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful sun. I woke up on Friday and I rolled out of bed and I'm like, I don't want to die. I actually
I want to live.
I don't feel, because every other morning was like getting out of bed was like, I guess I'm getting up because I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah. It was really like a fucking chore. Friday I got up just straight up and I was like, oh, okay. And then, I was working in the afternoon. I had my window open, sun was shining, birds were chirping, and, told Pascal, oh, we should go out for dinner, like get burgers or poutine, like get some fried foods. Cause after being sick, like I feel like, like some fried food would really put me straight. So we went to a spot on near the Handheld hospital called Mar10. They do the smash burgers.
Love a smash burger.
Yeah. The place has like 3 things on their menu. They have 2 types of burger, and then they have fries. You can get fries. Their house dirty fries, which is like basically like the toppings of a cheeseburger in your fries, like the sauce, the pickles, the cheese. Okay. It's actually really good. That's what Pascal had. Or a poutine. I went with a poutine and a burger. But the place is like it's like in the basement of a duplex or or multiplex. And it's really crowded and it's really busy all the time. But we were like, they had their tables outside. So I just look at Pascal. I'm like, are we going to eat outside? I was like, yeah. So we were eating outside at 10 degrees in the sun, like 2 Canadians thawing, just like, this is actually like perfect terrace weather, whatever.
What are we doing? Eat outside. It's frigid, but we don't care.
I don't know. For us, 10 degrees felt like amazingly warm.
Yeah.
I was out with like just a hoodie and a small warmth layer, like a vest. Pascal was straight up in his shirt. And it's just like people walking by, and we had the look of like, either people had the look of like, yeah, weather's great, good idea to eat outside, or a look of these goddamn white people. I was like, it's too crowded in there, it's too noisy, it's too hot. And there's always like fucking Uber Eats people, like like it's annoying. But eating outside was like actually peaceful, and we were just like, just like
you just need that fresh air, right? Yeah. Especially after being sick.
That made like such a world of good. Just eating outside for like 5. Like
the vitamin D from the sun. Yeah, I remember on Friday, I would go outside, and work was chaos. So every spare minute I got, I would just walk outside and stand outside for a second, just be like, sunshine. And then go back into my desk.
Honestly, 100%. That's what I hate about like my current office is we're in a high rise. I'm not in the main Ubisoft building. I'm like in the spill out building, and I'm in a high rise. So until they open the rooftop terrace, it's like going outside is a fucking chore.
Yeah.
But once that thing is open, because it's on the 12th, the rise is like 12 floors up, and I'm on the 10th, it's actually easy to like go to the next building over because we're connected by a sky bridge to just kind of like cross and then go up the stairs and then just be outside and just plop myself. I'm just waiting for them to open.
Yeah.
Rooftop terrace so I can just be like,
just 5 minutes of vitamin D, please.
Yes.
Joelle, how about you? You do anything fun this week since we couldn't?
Yeah, work was nuts for me. It was really, really busy just with like project deadlines and reviews. I had 3 like big reviews that I had to do with leadership, so I was pretty busy at work, trying to get all that stuff kind of wrapped up. And then it was my birthday on the 4th.
Right.
Yeah, so I turned 38, and I had a good time out on my birthday. I went out to do some mini golf, and got some burgers, and then I also this last weekend, for another celebration, I had my friends come to the gym that I go to, and we played pickleball. Rented a pickleball court, and we played some pickleball. And then we went to a wine bar pretty close to me over in Edina. And it was really cute. The wine bar was really decorative, like big, like Victorian, like floral wallpaper and like dimly mood light and like really pretty chandeliers and, not too many tables. And the wine selection was really, really good. Really excellent wine selection and not for very much. So like if you wanted to spend, like $76 on a bottle of wine for the table, you could do that. And if you wanted to get like a glass for $10 of kind of higher end wines, like you could do that too. So I just thought it was nice. And the food was good. And yeah, we had a good time of pickleball, and then we enjoyed ourselves afterwards. That was some charcuterie and wine, so that was really fun. And yeah, we had amazing weather also last week, and it was glorious. It was so nice, although my condo did get really hot, so you're at that temperature where it's like I want the windows down, but I want my seat warmer on still, like in the car.
Yeah.
It's like that perfect, like mid, like where my windows are open, but it's still really hot. And it's like, should I turn the air on and then turn the heat on? Like, it's this middle ground.
That was literally me driving down the highway yesterday. We went over to my sister's place, and it was so nice out. So I was listening to the new Lady Gaga album. I had the windows up and the sunroof open. And then when Mike and I were driving home later in the evening, it was a heated seat on because it was cold at that point. And we had been out sitting around the fire. So it was I was feeling a little chilly. But yeah, it was like, oh, God, I love that moment of the year when it just turns over and you can finally like rock out to some good music with the windows down, driving down the road.
And that Lady Gaga album is fire, man.
That song Killa is so good.
So good.
I only listened to the singles. I forgot to cue the whole album at the gym this morning. I'm an idiot.
Oh, the whole album is I was like, I love this. Like, I love this whole thing.
Like, I got to that song. Like, I've been going through, and I've heard some of the songs because we have them on playlists and stuff, and I'm doing a lot of testing for work. So I'd heard Zombie Boy. I'd heard, what was the one that has like a choir in it? I think it's the 3rd track on the album.
The one I heard was Abracadabra.
Abracadabra is the second single. Disease is the first single. Abracadabra is the second single. That's song 1 and 2 on the album. But yeah, I got to that song Killa, and it sounded so much like a David Bowie song. I think I played it 5 times on repeat.
Yeah.
It's like David Bowie and Prince.
Yes, and Prince. Yeah, when I heard it,
some guitar riff sounds like Prince. I'm like, what is this? And I'm like,
Sold.
if this is what
she's
her new fiance is like drawing out of her, I'm like, yes, please, thank you, God.
It's really good. Yeah,
it's a great album so far. And like I said, I spent like an hour listening, and I got 5 tracks in.
Yeah,
it's one of those.
It's
also,
so good.
The new Sleep Token song. Oh,
I didn't know he had a new song out also.
Oh my God, Catherine, there's saxophone in the back half. Oh my God.
Is it baby making music again?
No, It's not that. It's more dramatic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Emergence. They've got a new album coming, I think in May. They've got a tour happening in the UK. I'm hoping that they're coming back over here. But yeah, friggin' A. And like, there's obviously new lore going on with it because his whole aesthetic has changed. It's almost like he's crossed over, like Vessel is crossed over because he's wearing an outfit that like feels very like almost feminine. Like it's got a green cape and there's white things with like gold accents and all this kind of stuff. And like all the stuff is kind of painterly. A lot of people are referencing a lot of Bloodborne-esque stuff in it too. And the song that came out actually has the in the like credits, it was written by Vessel 1 and Vessel 2.
Oh.
So now that's got a lot of people curious.
Okay.
So yeah, gotta love that sleeve token lore. It gives me life. All right. Let's do the fantasy critic. Now, this is going to be all messed up because we missed a week. But because we're recording this on Sunday, stuff's not done. So you're currently hearing the week of March 15th's updates. And then next week on the Monday, I'm going to have 2 weeks to cover. And there's a lot of games that are coming out. So it's going to be very interesting. There's going to be a lot of shift, moving, shaking, all those things. So in the podcast league, 2 games released. On March 11th, Wanderstop came out. I had that on my list. Critic points of 80. Critic review of 80, points 10. A Split Fiction also came out. That was on Catherine's list. That came out on the 6th. Critic rating of 90, points 20. I need to play that game. I was saying it to Mike, but I was just so under the weather, and then all these other games for review. I was like, okay, we'll have to wait and do this at some point. But like, I need to play that.
I'm buying it and then making sure I have 2 fully functional Xbox controllers and plopping down with my friend Uva for this one.
Yeah. Uva, I think, is going to really enjoy it. I was say either that or you're just going to tell Pascal, sit, play.
Good boy.
Good boy. There was absolutely no bids and no drops. So the ranking right now is me in first, Cat in second, Joelle in third. On the Community League, a lot more things. So WWE 2K25, Concrete Raven Studio, NJK, sorry. Critic rating of 82, points 12. Nice. Margot had Wanderstop, critic of 80, points 10. Split Fiction was Ross's, critic of 90, points 20. I had 2 Point Museum on my list, which had a critic of 84, points 14. And Pugs and Pixels, aka Jessica Starr, had a critic on Nights in Tight Spaces, critic of 78, points 8. Bids, there was action. So Lost Soul Aside was won by NJK with a bid of $3. Bionic Bay was won by Margot with a bid of $3. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. What the frig is that? Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. What kind of a game is that?
It must be by the people who made Ultimate Chicken Horse.
It better be. If not, I'd say
Oh
they
my
should
gosh,
be.
that's an Ultimate Chicken Horse?
You never played Ultimate Chicken Horse?
No.
I think you're right, Kat. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. It looks like the same people.
Yeah. Ultimate Chicken Horse, we saw like often at any kind of like gaming convention.
They're from Montreal.
Because they're local. It's an indie. They made a party game.
Clever Endeavor Games. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon is a bike racing party game where you and your friends build a course of ramps, obstacles, and traps, dodge hazards, do crazy tricks, and use power-ups to get ahead of the competition. Pedal to victory with up to 8 players, locally, online, and cross-platform. That's Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. The game title means nothing to do with the actual gameplay, but we're here for it because
Ultimate Chicken Horse is because like you could play a chicken, a horse,
or a raccoon.
Yeah,
or there's umpteen different characters you play up in that game. Yeah,
they're good. They're simple, good, fun games.
Yeah,
they're just like Fall Guys. Ultimate Chicken Horse was there before.
Yeah, Clever Endeavor, kick ass. That was won by Margot with a bid of $4. Blades of Fire was won by Pat with a bid of $6. And Destiny 2, codename Apollo, was won by Stainsby Kingsby with a bid of $1, Bob.
$1, Bob.
He also dropped the game Football Manager 2025 conditionally. I think it was actually tied to that bid because sometimes you can do that. Outside of that, there are no drops this week. Rankings include Pat in first, then Alban, then Margot, then Stainsby Kingsby, Ross, Simon, me, NJK, Kat, Darth Stridius, Jessica Starr, Phoenix, Joelle, and our lovely friend Fred. So right now, Joelle and Fred are the only two that don't have any points on the board. Pat has 4 games that have released. And then Alba and Margot both have 2. Stainsby has 3. And the rest of the field are at 1. Lots more to happen in this year we call 2025, as we are almost done. Q1.
Crazy.
Let's talk about all the games everybody's been playing this week. Catherine, back on the Dragon Age bandwagon, I see.
I went through half the game in 3 days. Ask me why.
I wonder
Oh
why. You didn't have the I'm too miserable to play games. You instead played games to get your mind off the sickness.
That's a lot of game.
But also, I've beat this game twice.
You know exactly what you're doing. Yeah.
So it is pretty, straightforward. And there's even like extra stuff, or like when you slay a dragon, you can get like into a drinking competition with Iron Bull, and then you black out, and then the next day you're just like, what the fuck happened? And as it was going on, and just like I was feverish, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not doing this. And I was like, I stopped drinking. I had my Inquisitor stop drinking. I was like, I need to move on from this. I've done it twice. I was like, I'm fine. But I had a bit of a rant with my friends about Dragon Age Inquisition, because the story is amazing. The characters are amazing. The character quests I love, but like this game has so much fucking bloat. It is so like early 2010s when the main metric of success for a video game was engagement, was hours spent. Because every time you get into a map, they're like, hey, you have to find like 3 to 4 of these skulls on a pole, and you use the skull to look around the map to find the shards because they're gonna shine. And it's just like, and then like, forget how long it took you to go up there to find the fucking skull. Then you gotta go back down.
So it's force bloat, not choice bloat.
All over the map to like pick them up. You can ignore it. Honestly, it's just like they give you great power-ups when you go.
But it's Catherine. She's not ignoring any key marking point on the screen on the map. You're going to all of those far-fetched places to see what is that question mark.
Look at all the shinies.
Yeah.
See all the,
what's over there?
See all the shards to look at all the constellations to guess which constellation goes with which.
Yeah.
Yay, open world games!
Yay!
The Astrium I actually like because the puzzle is you have to like do a drawing in a single line without going over twice. Mm-hmm. Those are fun.
Those are fun puzzles.
Yeah. But I mean also like I was mostly in the beginning of the game when I put it down to go play Avowed. Uh-huh. So I was still in like, all right, the basic stuff. And basically like right now my thought process is like, for the mage supremacy, fuck the Templars, and of course I'm romancing the ex-Templar Cullen, which was if I remember correctly, tortured in Dragon Age 1. And then after that went to Kirkwall and ended up being the second in command of the Kirkwall Templar. And like the main girl, the main in charge of all the Templar, this lady is like the villain of the game. So poor man's seen some shit. And then he lands at the Inquisition just like, ugh. And I was just like, as a mage who's like a pro-mage rebellion in the background, I'm like, hey.
Let's party.
Blondie. So I'm not, the fact that I was pretty much zonked out didn't matter because I was like, I'll do that. And the shard collecting was annoying, but at the same time I was like, am I really all that there to do more than that? I also messed up completely my build. Yeah.
Can you respec?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You go once you get to Skyhole, you go in the anyway, you go where the blacksmith is.
And they fix you up.
And you can buy a pendant for that. The first pendant you buy is $1.
$1, Bob.
And then the subsequent pendants are like 300 and some. And because I am a fucking raccoon looting everything, and then, even if I'm over level for an area, because I always am, I collect everything and I sell it. Like, what's 300 gold pieces when I have 1,200.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not like, I went around and I remembered, oh yeah, I can buy different mounts at the stables, or I can go in Val Royale and buy a different bed for my bedroom in the sky. I was like, I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm not.
No, this is not your first time around playing this game.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need any of. Maybe at the end game, I just go on a spending spree and just kind of like make shit nice and be like, and then go, slap Corypheus around. But right now I'm just like, so I think I will redo my spec. It's because I went with the same. At first, I wanted to have Vivian in my party, but then I saw her specialization and I was like, I want to be that. So now I'm like, all right, back to like Dorian and or Solus. But yeah, I didn't build my spec all that great around that. So, because I'm trying to be like a protector and a DPSer, and it's not working great. Mostly because you can only have 8 abilities at once.
Yep.
So it's annoying. So like if I'm going to go do closed rifts, I want like the special focus ability from the mark because it really helps it. But then, oh no, I went somewhere and there's a dragon, and I want like my Night Enchanter ability now that heals and raises people. But it's like I removed it because I wasn't using it because I was doing like random small shit. So it's just like it's been annoying because of that. So I'm gonna rethink my. I might look a build.
Yeah, good call.
Online, like a nice like, Night Enchanter build, and just look into more building my focus because I don't like using the tactical view to do the thing to make sure we have synergy and to tell my characters what to do and when. No, so I'll see like a nice build, but it's really good. It's not that it's bad. It's just I'm like I did not see this. I did not maximize it to the full potential, and I am struggling with a few things. So I'm going to rethink it and then rebuild my party to have Iron Bull as my tank. Still as a Reaver, still like with two weapons, but like, there's a way to build him almost like a barbarian that rages. So he can tank like Karlach in Baldur's Gate 3. And then have Cole. I'm looking at Iron Bull, Cole, and either Dorian or Solus. So have Cole and the mage be the glass cannons. Iron Bull be a literal Iron Bull just going in, doing a lot of AoE damage and taking a lot of punishment, and be being next to him and boosting him and protecting him and healing him. So,
I mean, it's not like you're spoiling anything for yourself by going and looking at a build. You've played this game before.
Exactly, but it's my first time playing a mage in Inquisition.
Okay.
Which I think is hard. I think
it
playing a
is.
mage in Inquisition is tough because I've tried twice. And I was like,
there's no healing in Inquisition.
Yeah, no.
There's no healing spell other than the special ability from the Night Enchanter, which you need to build focus for, which means you need to have like synergy between your spells and stuff. And then, so I'm not sure, like right now I have a big spirit, cold, and Night Enchanter build, and that maybe it's not fully optimized. So maybe I'll look into that, but there's no, you just have to mitigate damage. You have to use your barriers, crowd control always.
Especially in the end game, smoked.
Yeah. So, but then I saw that Cassandra can give guard to other characters. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So depending on everybody's specialty and how you build them and stuff. So I think like if I make myself the giver of shields, I would need like a proper warrior tank. I could just be with Iron Bull and Cole in the melee and just fucking shit up. And then see what kind of build I do. Because I forgot that Solus' specialty, the Rift Mage, was like pure damage. So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm raving and ranting about this game, but it was all I did for like 7 for 4 business days. That's all I did was play Dragon Age Inquisition from.
And you're doing that, then you're going to go play Veilguard again?
Yes.
At some point, as long as something doesn't pop up that you want to play.
Yeah.
Elsewise in between.
Exactly. Because I'm thinking, because I'm not going to do another, because being very insane, clinically insane, I would have done like a full mage run and a full Templar run. But what I think I'm going to do is just for Veilguard, because I already played a mage in Veilguard.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to make a Templar in Veilguard and then kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then move on from Dragon Age for the foreseeable future.
You're like, I can put that to bed for a bit until the next game comes out. And then do it all again!
I installed my PlayStation 5, so I am ready
Yay!
for the next thing.
True. And you got such a great backlog.
God.
Yeah. Such a great
jealous.
backlog. Joelle, what are you playing?
I'm still in Monster Hunter,
Yeah?
slaying away. And speaking of, looking at builds, thank God that we live in the time of like internet and TikTok, because I needed it. I am ever grateful and for all the people that are posting tips and tricks and like how to get the best loot, and just because the game doesn't tell you much of anything. So you really gotta experiment and try stuff out. Especially if you're a newer Monster Hunter player. Like, this is technically like my second Monster Hunter. So I'm so grateful for people posting on what to do and where to go and how to optimize all the things. And also going and seeing all the creative monster hunters that people create out there is so entertaining, because the character creator is very can get very dense, and you can do it however you want. And so it is really fun to see all what people are creating out there for their hunters. So it's been pretty entertaining.
My friend did Handsome Squidward, and it
so
looks
funny.
straight out of the cartoon.
Yeah.
I was like, you absolute fucking legend.
Yeah. Some people have gotten like The Rock, Michael Jackson. They've done, what was the other ones that I've seen that are really good?
I'm sure there's a John Wick somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's a John Wick. Yeah, they are. They are really, really fun.
Beyonce Hunter, Rihanna Hunter,
yeah,
Taylor Swift Hunter.
Yeah, it is.
All
really,
of
really
BTS.
Yay!
So it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. They've created a really fantastic Monster Hunter. So I'm not high ranked yet. So I want to make sure I get there, because I think that's when the game, kind of really opens up. So. Yeah, and everything is running really great on the PC. Really glad that I updated my components, especially my CPU and graphics card. So I'm just like ultra high settings, baby.
Nice.
Yep. So yeah. So
good stuff. Yeah. I'm still playing 2 Point Museum, because the game is so different this time around too, because it's not like do one level, move on to something else. They forcefully make you jump between other ones, learn different things, and then go back and kind of like reset with what you've learned, and try and reconfigure things and keep going. But like the cold meds, I couldn't focus on it for anything longer than an hour at a time. My brain was just like, nope. But I did get a download code for Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I started literally yesterday morning. I am probably 5 to 6 hours in. The game has only just started to open up for me, because there's a lot of, getting into where are we and who are our players happening right now. When I say players, I mean the characters. Because, getting to meet all the, in this feudal Japan style, I'm definitely more we've seen more of in this first little bit of Noe, if I'm pronouncing her name right, and then Yusuke. How do you pronounce the samurai's name, Kat?
Yasuke.
Yasuke. Yeah,
Yasuke.
only saw him for a hot minute right now. But my understanding is maybe there's ways you can do it where you can jump around and stuff, because with the Animus and the way that that's set up. But yeah, I'm just flowing my way through. The world has opened up, and those question marks have started to pop. So I'm just poking around. So yeah, next week I'll have better thoughts, because I can't even say I have first thoughts at this point, because it's I'm just in the beginnings. I am level 5. So yeah, exciting though. Been waiting for this game for a while. I know there's a lot of heightened expectation around it. So yeah, I'm excited. It's beautiful, by the way. I'll put that out there. He's gorge.
What for the demos I saw, like internally and stuff, because they were like, when we had like events like UGC, they would roll up with a demo. Mm-hmm. I never had time to actually play it myself. I just kind of like looked at the screens while other people were playing it, and every time I was just like, "Oh, this is so gorgeous."
Yeah, that might be the one you may have to jump into in between, or maybe you'll wait until after Veilguard's done. But
oh yeah, I mean it's automatically fed through my Ubisoft Connect anyway, because I got that employee hookup.
Yeah,
so I'll get to it eventually. Yeah,
perfect. And then we can have a deep dive. I'm sure Joelle's going to want to play it too. You're an Assassin's Creed fan. Yeah. All right. Game on, folks. This is a video game podcast. So let's play a podcast game about video games. And today's game is brought to us by Joelle. And it is Nintendo trivia in honor of Mario Day. So March 10th was MAR10, Mario Day. And we missed a podcast, so Joelle's bringing it to the table today, and I'm excited.
Yeah, in honor of Mario Day, we're going to do some Nintendo trivia. All right, so it's not multiple choice. We'll just see if you can get the answer. If not, then I'll give some hints. All right.
Okie dokie.
So here we go. So we're going back to the disco era. In what funky year did Nintendo release Computer Othello as an arcade game?
Jeez.
77.
72?
Did you say 77?
I said 77, yeah.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Computer, stop. My Alexa is named Computer, so it got...
Love that.
Oh, Simon does the same thing because of
like,
Star Trek.
Like, shut up. All right. Answer is 1978.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah, you were really close. All right. In Pac-Man, Clyde took a break. Who filled in for him in Mrs. Pac-Man's maze?
Jumpman.
Is it we're looking for a name of the ghost?
Yep.
Clyde? Oh, it's the ghost. Yeah, it's right.
Yeah,
He's a
Clyde
ghost.
is the ghost. I should know this. Oh God. Is it some boring name like George?
Boo? I don't know.
Yes, I would say the name is quite common.
Like George, John, Paul, Harry.
Ringo?
Yeah, Ringo.
I honestly don't know.
All right. The answer is Sue.
Sue.
Oh, it was a woman.
Of course. I should have gone with women's names.
Yeah, because it's Mrs. Pac-Man.
Yep. All right. Which Nintendo console had everyone off the couch swinging controllers and breaking TVs?
The
The
Wii.
Wii.
Oh, Wii. So true.
Yeah.
What a great time.
Oh my goodness.
Wii Sport was the shit.
I'm sure there are still
It sure
people
was.
in retirement homes playing bowling every day.
Yep.
That'd be good for them, right?
It really is.
Hand-eye coordination.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. All right. In Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, Farah helps the prince with which weapon?
It's a dagger. But I forget the name of the dagger.
Is it like a time blade or something like that? Are we
Okay.
wrong?
That's a different answer than what I... So it says bow before the NES.
Oh. Don't know that.
Oh, I'm mixing up my Prince of Persia games.
Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time.
I'm thinking of... Is that the one that has the rewind function?
I
My
do.
God. Which Prince of Persia he has a blade in it?
I thought that was the big thing in Sands of Time, because that was the way, or maybe that was a
Oh, maybe
turn thing.
maybe his weapon he has is a dagger.
Farah helps the prince with which weapon?
Oh, she has she has a bow. Oh, I'm
Yeah, she
sorry.
has That's okay.
We're asking what the lady's using. She's using a bow. Yes.
Yep. Okay. All right. Which handheld let you play The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening on the go?
The Game Boy.
That is correct.
Why? That was my favorite game growing up on my Game Boy.
On your Game Boy. No color. No color yet.
No
it
color.
was a Christmas or a birthday gift one year.
So jealous. Yeah. All right. On the old N64 controller, what color is the B button that you mash?
The N64 controller. Is it blue?
Is it red?
It's not yellow, because that was the other ones. Is it green?
It was green.
Oh.
It was green. All right. Well, see, I didn't know this one at all. What is the name of the damsel in distress in the original Donkey Kong arcade game?
Penelope or something? Or Penny? Or something with a P.
I thought it was Lisa.
Neither of us got it. We're not even close.
No. So the original name in the first version of the arcade game, her name was Lady.
Just Lady.
It was just Lady. And then I was like, she didn't have a name.
She didn't have a name.
She's called Lady, which is unfortunate. And then she was later named when the game was available outside of the arcade.
What was her name after that?
It was Pauline.
Oh, Pauline. I knew it was something with a P.
Oh, that's
Penelope.
the thing, because the mayor in
It's Pauline.
in
Yeah.
Odyssey, they were like, people were like, it's the chick from Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But initially she was Lady.
How far we've
Unnamed. Okay. In Gears of War, what does COG stand for? The organization fighting the Locust Horde.
I have no clue.
Gears of War, COG.
I feel
Coalition of
Oh.
grunts. It's COG, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Coalition of something.
you are
It's not
on
gonna
the
be.
right track.
It's not going to be God.
Nope.
It's not going to be Geralt. Is it a word we know, or is it like a
Yes.
name?
No, it's
It's like
definitely a word you know. An institution that runs everything.
Government? Coalition of
Yes.
government?
Coalition of governments.
That, oh, okay.
It's so anticlimactic.
I know.
I'm sorry for
God. It's Coalition of God, okay?
it's just for that
And
type
Geralt.
of game is just like, we're
I
here
know.
representing the government. Blah,
The
blah, 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 blah.
Multiple governments, because it's coalition.
Yeah, coalition. In it together. All right. What was the Sega Mega Drive called in the U.S.?
Sega Genesis?
Yes, Sega Genesis. All right, that
I didn't
was
even know it had a different name.
I didn't either. So that was the one, yeah,
Again,
was
why do I know? I had one.
But I didn't know that it was called the Sega Mega Drive. So
Yeah.
instead of Genesis, it was the Mega Drive. So, all right, that's the Nintendo trivia in honor of Mario Day.
Nice. All right, we're going to get into a few news stories that we've got right after this break. And we're back. Time to get clean with Catherine. Why? She's got a news story to talk about.
Yes, Power Wash Simulator 2 officially
Yes.
announced. It will feature campaign with new location and jobs. And apparently there will be split screen co-op. So I don't know if that's in Power Wash 1. No? I don't think there's co-op in the current Power Wash.
Not that I remember.
Oh. So, yeah. It will also add a home base you can customize with furniture and other cosmetics. And yeah, split screen co-op. So far, they've only had their announced trailer. And I'll have a link to a quick Verge articles that gives you like the rundown of what's going to be included. But it is slated to come this year.
This year.
That's awesome.
This year
Woo.
on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
Yep.
I am really excited about co-op.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. It is the most soothing game. Like, you want something totally mindless to, like, scratch an itch so that you feel accomplished. Just open Power Wash Simulator. Like, it's the one that really, I would say, like, kicked. It's not the only simulator, like, in that sense, but it's the one that was, like, so obnoxious, but everybody was like, there's something to this idea of just washing the grime off stuff. That just makes you feel so damn good.
I've done actual power washing. Like, I have never played this game. I've done actual power washing because, like, you know, on a sunny day in May, my brother would be like, we're washing out stuff outside. And I'd be like, all right. And then I show up and it's like, I got this power wash on sale at Home Depot. I'm like, okay, here we go. And he was like, yeah, try and use it to clean the grease around where the barbecue usually is on my patio. I'm like, cool. I just went one and saw how it was instantly clean. And I was like, this is why this video game is so popular. I was like, the endorphin, automatic endorphins. I was like, this is the best shit ever. And yeah.
It may also have to do with the fact that it's so expensive for us to buy a house, even at the ripe young age of 41, that it's not like I'm going to own a power washer, so I can just live vicariously through this, because I used to use my dad's. Also, do not, I repeat, if you're going to use a real power washer, do not hit your skin with it. You will rip your skin off.
You will rip your skin off, yes. Yeah. Yeah, my dad had one to wash all the cars and four-wheelers and stuff, so, yeah, and it was always like, and now, if I don't have a power washer to wash the car, I'm like, this is stupid. I'm like, where's my power washer? And sometimes I'll go back home and I'll be like, I need to wash the car with your power washer. Yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely a thing. It's interesting, on Steam, if you wanted to purchase the first one, it looks like it's on sale right now, at least in the US, for about $17.50 USD, and then you can buy the bundle of all 7 Power Wash, DLCs or extensions, the ultimate satisfaction. And it's really interesting. In the comments, people are saying that they love listening to audiobooks, and they just sit and power wash stuff. So, like, if you wanted to listen to something, or like as another tool to, sit through, and you're like, oh, I want to listen to my book, and it's just a way to keep your mind occupied too. This is so funny. Yeah.
They've done so many cool things too, like the Tomb Raider one and the Final Fantasy one and all that kind of stuff. Like, just foolish,
SpongeBob, you can clean Bikini Bottom.
Yep, SpongeBob.
Love it.
The idea of using pressurized water to clean something that's under the ocean.
I know, yeah.
Makes no sense.
There's a Wallace and Gromit, Shrek, Alice Adventures, Warhammer, Back to the Farm, and SpongeBob. That's what's all included in the pack. That pack, on Steam USD, is about $44.
Okay.
And you get one.
It's the Steam Spring sale, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a Back to the Future. Oh, my gosh. Well,
there's a Back to the Future one?
So you're going to clean off a DeLorean?
Yeah, and the clock tower.
Nice.
And the train.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think okay. Oh no.
I think it's on Game Pass too. It was for a bit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but it definitely it was definitely the one that spawned now that's why we have lawn mowing simulator, and then there was House Flipper, and now House Flipper 2. Now I don't know which came out first. And now the rabbit hole of stuff that we've gone down now on simulation games, I saw a grocery store simulator the other day, let alone the trading card game store simulator that was all over YouTube for a good month or so late last year. The simulation game is pretty strong right now, if that's the type of thing you're into, which is totally different from a management sim or farm sim or whatever. But it's just you may never ever have the opportunity to get your hands on a power wash machine. So here's your your chance to do it and not hurt yourself.
Power wash simulator, I don't see it on Game Pass.
It must have used to be, and then it came off.
Yeah, it must have been churned out. But
there's a million other simulators. There's the farming simulator, police simulator, goat simulator, flight simulator, bakery simulator.
Apparently, Euro Truck Driver is a big one.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, car mechanic.
Yeah, I played the car mechanic one.
Yeah, on the road truck simulator. Yep.
Yeah.
Pro gymnast.
Oh my god, Pro Gymnast Simulator?
Pro Gymnast Simulator.
I think I saw Pascal play the Game Dev Simulator one where you try to make a studio, make a successful game.
Oh, wow.
Just no.
That's so funny. Anyway.
The next thing we have to talk about, Kat's bringing to this table, maybe we could play Power Wash Simulator 2 on it in the future.
Yes, so it is Project Kennan from Microsoft is a handheld device to be in the same market share as the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally and whatever the LG one is called. Yeah. So they've officially announced it. There's corroboration from The Verge, between Windows Central and The Verge. Apparently, it is indeed built by Asus.
Okay.
So, the ROG Ally, Joelle, you have one and you love it. I have a lot of people that went from Steam Deck to ROG Ally just because they wanted something a bit more open. So they're making their own competition eventually, essentially. So if you want a Microsoft branded one, that's Project Kennan. The thing is
it, hold on, is it Kennan? I think it's actually Kennan because they write in the thing here Kennan, not Keenan.
Oh, Kennan.
Project Kennan.
Oh, yeah. It's an OEM-built PC gaming handheld. At its core, akin to the Asus ROG Ally, or Republic of Gaming Ally, or Lenovo Legion Go, and is set to launch later this year. But the thing, I was like, oh, cool. Will it play Xbox games? But apparently no. Because, this article says, for those who are hoping Kennan would play Xbox games, I'm sorry to report that this is a tried and true Windows PC in essence, meaning that you cannot bring most of your Xbox library to the device. Only games that fall under the Xbox Play Anywhere will work as a single purchase entity across Xbox One and Kennan, much like the Asus ROG Ally and Lenovo Legion Go. Xbox Cloud Gaming will also extend some of the Xbox-only games you could potentially play on this device, but you'll be limited to whatever is an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate there for the most part. Since it's a Windows PC in gaming handheld form, you will also be able to natively run other gaming stores like Steam, Battle.net, GOG, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So they're literally
just copying an Ally and a Steam Deck.
They're giving money to Asus to make another Ally.
Yep.
But have it branded Microsoft and Xbox.
Yep.
So we have no idea on price, cost.
They got some speculation later on. Just reading through. Our sources indicate that it won't be quite as cheap as the base model Steam Deck, but it won't be as expensive as the Lenovo Legion Go RRP. It'll be somewhere in the middle with a base model price range between $499 and $599. But like I said, do not take that with a huge grain of salt, given the state of the trade war going on right now. Yes, that's true.
Yes.
Everything's going to get fucked by the trade war right now. God only knows what this new Switch is going to cost us, which I will buy on day one. But yeah.
My electricity bill's going up. Boo.
Sorry.
It's fine. You're not sorry, which is okay. You shouldn't be. It's stupid.
It's not you.
But I'm
it's
just
not,
like,
it's not you.
I know.
It's not you.
I know. It's like, we're a blue state.
Just come be part of
I
Canada.
Understand. I saw the best meme that was like, Minnesota looks at Canada, stretches its arms, and says, "Uppy, please."
That's great. That's excellent.
Like, yes, this is how we're feeling. But anyway, yeah, the trade war is going to be gross. Also, it shouldn't be as expensive as the Legion Lenovo Go, because that screen is huge.
Yeah.
Like, that's so hard to say right now. The Lenovo Go is really chunky. It's really cool. I've seen a couple, and I do like it because the screen is bigger. It's heavier, but yeah, shouldn't be that price if it's not going to be that big.
Yeah, but the Lenovo one is the one that the controllers, it's essentially a Switch that they copied the Switch to the point they can't get sued. But isn't it the one that you can take the controllers apart? And, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You don't really want to hold that thing because it's so big. But,
okay. Yeah. It was kind of made for like tabletop on the go kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no launch date so far, but there's Microsoft Build happening on May 19th, 2025. And the Summer Xbox Showcase that is usually in the week of June, which was in the window of what used to be E3.
Uh-huh.
So I think at either of these things, we'll get maybe like launch date and price. I think it's going to be the Xbox Showcase that we are going to get.
that makes the most sense rather than whatever Microsoft Build is.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm clicking through that link to be like, what the hell is Microsoft Build? I feel like this is so focused on the gaming market that you would want to talk about it in a dedicated games event.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Copilot. Also, I just want to turn off Copilot. It always pops up and it drives me bananas.
Do you think Microsoft, are they going to come out with another console?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a successor to the Series X and S.
Okay.
I think they've already talked about it. I think a lot of it's already in development.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they're going to follow whatever PlayStation does. I don't think they're like, in a way, they're not that driven by hardware sale as much anymore, but they realize they still have to make hardware for market penetration.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we see something, it probably won't be late 20. We'll probably maybe see or hear or got like rumblings more late 2026. I don't think we're gonna get anything until 2027. That would be 7 years.
Yeah.
Didn't we get these things in 2020 during COVID?
Yeah. During the height of lockdown.
It was like exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks.
Lockdown was almost.
No.
No,
Remember now,
2025.
2025. It was 5 years ago.
Okay.
It was around this time. This was D-Day 5 years ago
Yes,
because
yes.
we would left the office. We thought we were going to be back for 2 weeks, and then we got back 2 years later.
Yeah.
We rolled in there being like, "What the fuck."
Yeah. Okay.
I have to go buy new office clothes because
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled up I remember starting to go to work, rolling up, like actually dressed nice and seeing that people were like still in sweats and t-shirts. And I was like, didn't people forget? Oh no, I work in a game dev studio. It's like, I'm the one who's overdressed. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right, folks, that pretty much closes out the show for this week. As always, check out the show notes on girlsongames.ca for links to the 2 topics we talked about, the 2 news stories. Thank you, Catherine, for always doing that for us. If you have the power to rate and review this podcast on the podcasting platform where you are consuming it, that'd be much appreciated. Why? It helps us push us up in the rankings, discovery gets amplified, and then additionally, any comments you leave help us build our show. So we really, really appreciate that. This is also the moment in the show where I ask the crew to shout out their social media handles so you can follow them anywhere and everywhere online. Catherine, where can people find you?
I am CSDSBINS, c'est bien. I'm mostly active like on Blue Sky and Instagram /threads right now, but you can always find me in the Girls on Games Discord.
And Joelle, how about you?
People can find me on Instagram at JoelleLauren87 and on Blue Sky at Joelle Lauren. But I'm always kind of lurking and chatting it up on the Girls on Games Discord. Come and say hi.
And I'm Leah Jew on most social media platforms, but of course you want to know everything there is to know about Girls on Games. You can track us down at The Girls on Games on Twitter and Facebook. Just Girls on Games on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok. Discord.me/Girls on Games to continue this conversation and more. But of course, if you ever need to know anything at all, you can track it down at our home base. That's our website, girlsongames.ca. Thank you, Joelle. Thank you, Kat. It's been another lovely week in video games, and I'm off to feudal Japan because I just started and I'm super ready. So let's go. See you all next week. Bye.
Bye.